सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। समस्त गुरु परंपराय नमः। हरि ओम। So we have to start today the third verse of Sadhana Panchakam. We would like to, we'll just chant all the first two verses also. Vedo nityam adhiyatam taduditam karmasvanushtiyatam तेनेशस्य विधीयताम् अपचितिः काम्ये मतिश्चज्यताम् पापौघपरिधूयताम् भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयताम् निजगृहात् तूर्णम् विनिर्गम्यताम् संगसत्सु विधीयताम् भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढाधीयताम् शान्त्याधिपरिचीयताम् दृढतरम् कर्मासु सञ्चज्यताम् सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यताम् प्रतिदिनम् तत्पादुका सेव्यताम् ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्च्यताम् श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यम् समाकर्ण्यताम्। Third verse. वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यताम् श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम् दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यताम् श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम् ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम् देहेऽहं मतिरुज्यताम् बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम् वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यताम् श्रुतिशरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम् दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यताम् धृतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम् ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यताम् अहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम् देहेऽहं मतिरुज्यताम् बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम्। Now, next point, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, the third verse is Vakyarthascha vicharyatam. So, Vakya means Shruti Vakyam. Shruti Vakyam. Shruti, that which is heard. Because Vedas are apaurusheyam, they are revealed knowledge, not created or written. They are not the whimsical projections or fancied notions of the rishis. So these are all revelations. So Shruti. Shruti Vakya. So Vakya Arthascha Vicharyatam. So reflecting upon the meanings of the Upanishadic statements. We must reflect upon the meaning of the Upanishadic statements. That is the indicator. That is a sadhana tip given by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Now in this verse, the elders have commented that the first verse of two pointers, Vakyarthasya Vicharyatam Shrutishara Paksha Samastriyatam, speaks about Shravanam. Dustarkat Suviramyatam Sutimatastarkonusandhiyatam speaks about Mananam. Brahmasmit Vibhavyatam Aharaha Garvaha Parichajyatam speaks about Nididhyasana. Thus they have categorized. Now, first of all, when we understand what are actually Upanishadic things are actually, when we read Veda or Upanishads, when we study, why do we need a teacher to make us understand the statements of the Upanishads or Vedic statements? In fact, any part of Veda to understand, we need an Acharya. And Upanishadic statements to understand, without any doubt, we need a teacher. Why? Because the statements which are there in the Vedas and Upanishads, they are not explicit. They are very actually hidden. The meanings are not directly brought out. Meaning, if we read, we cannot directly understand. They are not as explicit as perhaps they should be, because these are called mystical statements. Mystical statements. So throughout the Upanishadic statements, there are Upanishad, we speak about Vedanta only, Shruti Shira, there were Vedanta, Avakya, Tasvicharyatami, Upanishadic statements throughout the Upanishads. So how it is to be understood now? Because there are so many apparent contradictions. They are not real. And the beauty is, in the Upanishadic literature alone, we can find all answers for the questions that we may raise while studying one particular Upanishad. Because meaning is not so explicit. When I read some Upanishadic statement, questions are raised. When these questions are to be understood, I must find out answers from within the Upanishadic literature only, because somewhere the statement what is made in this particular Upanishad is linked to some other point in some other Upanishad where this answer is available. So actually, as though they are jigsaw puzzle pieces exactly match. For this particular mantra, doubt or to understand, study there, that point. And therefore, these great acharyas, when we study the great commentaries and then also certain very classic works of the great Advaitic acharyas, such as Siddhanta Lesha Sangraha you take, or any other textbook you take. They in Brahmasutra Bhasha Bhagavan Shankaracharya. So they connect actually. So one word, immediately the entire Upanishadic literature, they scan, oh, this word is there found in that way, that particular Upanishad. So that and this to be linked. If this is to be understood, that has to be brought into the present context. So this means what? An aerial view. A teacher has got that aerial view out of his own memory, an aerial view of all Upanishads, as though all the Upanishadic literature, every page is opened in front of that great master, Bhagavan Acharya, great acharyas. Therefore, they are able to interpret properly. Think about it. So therefore, to understand Upanishadic statement properly, we use Mimamsa Shastra, Mimamsa. A very, very deep inquiry. We have that Tatparya, Shadvida Linga Tatparya is there, no? That Upakrama Upasamhara. All those 6 Upakrama Upasamhara, Arthapatti, Arthavada. So all these things we use and we apply to understand a particular text. So the beauty is a great teacher had given a beautiful example that for us to solve a puzzle a particular thing, you need not go out of that puzzle. Within the problem area only, the answer has to be discovered. There are certain management puzzles are given, and that the secret in solving those puzzles are, the solution is very much in the puzzle only. You need not go out of the puzzle area to solve particular problem. Similarly, like number lock also. Number lock is the lock and key. It is locked. My number is just rotated, it gets locked. But same number, I know what is the secret, how to open it. The particular number is put, and then the lock opens. So it is the entire system. In the system only, you find that you can lock it and you can unlock it. So to unlock it, we have to find within the system. Therefore, like, in all these, what you call Upanishadic statements. What are Upanishadic statements? Basically, the four, the Vedanta, which we have seen also already, the Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi. So here Bhagavan Shankara, Vakyarthascha Vicharyatam. Vichara means inquiry. Inquire every day for some time at least, and thereupon reflect all the time mentally on the meanings of the Upanishadic statements. That is the best thing is. So therefore, when we study all these things, Vakyarthascha Vicharyatam. So here in this value, the Swadhyaya, Adhyayanam is absolutely necessary, and inquiry, continuously thinking about the Upanishadic statements, reflecting over them again and again, is absolutely necessary. And this is possible only in Shravanam, because the teacher, when we go and listen to a teacher, and teacher unfolds layer by layer, layer by layer, layer by layer. So we are not now going into any of these Upanishadic the analysis of Tattvamasi Mahavakya or Aham Brahmasmi. Fundamentally, what actually, when we walk into with portals of Vedanta, in front of us, actually three things are always talked about. Three things are clearly seen. What is that? I am there, an entity, individual, technically called as Jiva. In front of me, this vast Jagat is visible. Physical world I am talking. Entire Jagat which is visible. And Jagat is visible. I am a part of this Jagat. But I am also, I'm seeing the Jagat. I'm experiencing the Jagat. So to me, the world is different from me. I am different from the world. I am experiencing the world. And I did not create this world. So there must be somebody, a creator, who created the world. And I did not created myself into this creation. Somebody sent me, created me. The body was given to me. So when I found out that there must be a creator, without which creation is not possible, so that creator is Ishvara. So this trio, Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat. And when I enter into Vedanta, these three things are talked about. Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat. Now in Upanishadic statements, and when these three, the Upanishad, what Upanishad says about that, first of all, is that Jiva is infinite. First statement. And which is very difficult for us to accept. How can I, the limited entity, roasted in samsara, with a lot of sorrows, lot of many vasanas, desires, suffering, physically, mentally, lot of suffering is there. and I'm also decaying. I think because I am the body, so I'm decaying every day, nearing death. How can I be the infinity? It's a when we enter into somebody's portal, first time he listens, it's like a banging, a big bang, that you are infinite. Me? Am I that infinity? What are you talking? Impossible. Absolutely, because the experience is totally different. How can I be? Think. But you can be, you are, not you can be. You not you can be, but you are infinite. So first jolt, number one. Second jolt, what Vedanta gives is us that this seemingly this Jagat which is appearing to me before me is mithya. It is unreal. It is not exactly existing as you are thinking that it is all there. Actually, it is not. But there is a law is there is a rhythm is there is an order is there in creation. How can you say that this world which is appearing to me before me, the sun, the moon, the star, the galaxies, the seasons, earth, and then the the rotation of earth and revolution, so many beings on earth, this vast creation, billions of galaxies in the universe, and billions of stars in the galaxy, each galaxy. What are you talking? How can all this be unreal? I can't understand. Second. The third one, whom you think that is a creator, infinite God created, Vishwara, Maya Upadhisishta Chaitanyam, Vishwara. How can, what about that? That Upanishad statement says, you are that Brahman. That pure, eternal, Ananda Swarupa is you. That Brahman is you. Satchidananda Brahman is you. So all the three things are impossible to accept. So Upanishads, Vedanta trains us systematically. So when I think on the Upanishadic statements, I get clarity that Jiva is not limited, is infinite. Jiva is none other than Brahman, and Jagat which is appearing is actually Mithya, unreal, appearing. But it's all nothing but filled, it's not filled actually, it's all Brahman alone. So, and basically, I can dissolve this entire universe in my own consciousness because it is in me, appearing in me. The Dakshinamurti Stotra. So, Vishwam Darpana Drushyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam. Atmani Mayaya Bahirivodbhutam Yatha Nitraya. Pashyan Atmani Mayaya Bahirivo Bhutam Yatha Udbhut Yatha Nitraya. Yasakshat Kurute Prabodha Samaye Swatmanamevadvayam. Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. So actually, whole universe is in me. I am that all pervading. In me, it is only just like a city reflected in mirror. Only Advayam Swatmanam eva Advayam. That I am that Advaya Atma. So all our complications and problems are all solved. Where? Only in realizing who we really are. So this is called Vicharyatam with the help of the teacher. So when I analyze these statements that Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, then this becomes clear. This has to be thought of so that we can dissolve. After all, what is that we want? We all of us want what? Niravadika Sukham, continuous, constant bliss. I don't want pain. So bliss uninterrupted by any sort of pain is what my aim or objective of my life. So when we spend time in Upanishadic Shravana and reflecting on the statements of the Upanishads, Vakya, statements of Upanishads, more and more clarity we get. So Vakyarthascha Vicharyatam, Shrutishara Pakshas Samasriyatam, and take Shrutishara Paksha. Shrutishara means Upan Vedanta only. Shruti is Veda, Shrutishara Upanishads, Vedanta. Shrutishara Paksha, take the Paksha means that refuge. Take refuge in what? Some Ashriyatam, Samyak Ashriyatam. Take refuge in that, towards that, or you orient yourself towards Upanishads only. So don't come out of Upanishadic, because a great master has said very beautifully that he is from not belonging to our tradition, but the great other systems of philosophy. He said that Vedanta is such a science that no religion has come closer to it. Not even come closer to Vedanta. It's just a complete science. Swami Chinmayananji always used to say that the entire worldly problems can be solved only in Advaita teachings. Because wherever there is Dvaita Buddhi, duality, there is a constant struggle and fighting and superiority and inferiority, power struggle, harming others. See, all the evils that we find in society are the result of what? Dvaita Buddhi. So in Advaita, which is talked in Upanishads, and that too systematically Upanishad explains without any doubt, and we take refuge in that. We surrender to that. We think about it. So therefore, Sutishara Paksha Samyak Ashriyatam. So always take refuge, because when we are exposed to all kinds of philosophies in this world, very, very confusing philosophies are there. Various systems of philosophy. We are not analyzing, we are not entering into that. Their attempt is to give some kind of some joy and happiness only to their seekers. Very good. No doubt about it. But in their very attempt itself, the system of philosophy is not so complete as Vedanta is complete. In the next verse, we can more study about it. That's why I'm not jumping into my thoughts into that line. So, when we study, Vedanta is all comprehensive, all inclusive wisdom. Otherwise, suppose when I study only a small portion of any other systems, I am left with many doubts. I am left with duality. They're all required. We use also. Then next line we will see. We use all those systems, certain logic and etc. We use, but then purpose is that essentially there is only one without two, second. Advaya Brahma alone. Rest all is play of Maya. That Brahman is made to appear as many by the play of Maya. That one alone became many. Became many means what? Appearing as many, not really became many. Therefore, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, always, always, always take refuge only in the truth of Brahman. Sutishara Paksha Samyak Ashriyatam. Take shelter there only. Don't get lost in any other kinds of thoughts where you may not get the complete ananda, bliss. You'll be left with so many lacunas, emptiness, many not fulfillment. Many doubts will be left. So therefore, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says very clearly that Sutishira Pakshaha Samyak Ashriyata. Where we have so many darshanas are there. Puramimamsha, Uttaramimamsa. Uttaramimamsha is Vedanta. Then Sankhya, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Nyaya Vaisheshika, Sankhya Yoga, Puramimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, all the darshanas. And other word, Nastika darshanas, Bauddha, Jaina, where they don't believe in Vedas. So many things. They don't believe in Vedas. So those who don't believe in Vedas are called Nastikas. So each system, each philosophy, they present their own logic, their own understanding. But where should I take shelter really? Bhagavan, in a way, is warning us. You can take support of them. Where we use that. They become subservient to our own Vedanta. Sankhya we use. But we don't believe that Sankhya system of Prakriti Purusha are always there. Prakriti is one, Purushas are many. So one Purusha realizes many other, all those systems of Sankhya which are explained, certain thing we don't believe in it. In that also Saishwaravada, Nirishwaravada. Some systems don't even believe Ishvara. There is no Ishvara, there is no Veda Pramanam. We won't accept Veda as Pramanam. So many things are there. They don't accept Veda as Pramanam. So, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, ultimate is what? Upanishadic. There is no scripture can come closer to Upanishadic statements. They're all mystical, metaphysical, beyond. That's why, a rational person want all those logic and reasoning and all. They will accept it. They want only that particular logic is used, okay. But they don't accept Shraddha, faith. That we will see in the next line more clearly. So the first important point is what Bhagavan Shankara says, always take refuge in the truth of Brahman as indicated in the Upanishads. So Upanishadam Brahma, it is called Upanishadam Brahma, described in Upanishads as one without a second, Advaya Brahma. Take support or shelter, Sutishara Paksha Samyak Ashriyatam. And there we are saved. We will not be confused. And all the other doubts can be dissolved. Are dissolved. So these two are very important for us. That Vakyarthascha Vicharyatam Sutishara Paksha Samashriyatam. This is called Shravanam. So both things are attained through Shravanam alone. So in the next line, we will see about Mananam aspect is highlighted there in the third verse. In the pointers 3 and 4, we saw third verse, first pointer and second pointer. And third and fourth pointers in third verse, it speaks about the Mananam aspect of it, that we will see in the next class. Thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunad Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.